Today we are discussing about the virus. Our lecture is about the virus. That what is virus? Virus normally this is the smallest entity in the world. Its size normally ranges in nanometers. Normally its size is from 15 up to the 45 nanometers. Okay, but its size can vary from 10 up to 250 nanometers. It can be ranges up to 450 nanometers. Okay, there is a huge variation with respect to the size of the virus. Okay, the largest virus is the herpes virus, and smallpox virus is also the largest virus, while polio virus is the smallest virus. Okay, next one, virus is normally known as acellular. Acellular means non-cellular. We cannot categorize them in any living system. We cannot include them in bacteria, fungi, algae, because they are acellular. And the virus, they are the obligate parasites. Obligate parasite means it needs a host for their propagation, for their replication. It needs a proper host. For example, polio virus, rabies virus, smallpox, COVID-19, chickenpox, etc., etc. It needs a specific host for their propagation. Okay, so the virus, they are acellular. Acellular means non-cellular, and they are normally, it means poison. Poison means zahar, zahrila. They are toxic, they are lethal. Normally causes diseases in plants, animals, and even in bacteria. It attacks on the plants, animals, human beings, and on bacteria also. Okay, virus, they are so smaller that can be passed from a filter paper, from which a bacteria cannot be passed. Okay, and virus, it can be observed through an electron microscope. We cannot observe it under the compound microscope. Okay, next one is the discovery, that who discovered the virus. So there are several scientists and virologists, researchers who performed their experiments on the virus. Okay, so for the first time, Louis Pasteur in 1800 he discovered the virus. Okay, he was a well-known virologist. Robert Koch and B. Jernick, they also performed different experiments on the plant viruses and animal viruses. Awenuski in 1892, he also performed different experiments on plant viruses. Okay, while W. Stanley in 1935, he discovered the tobacco mosaic viruses. He was performing experiments on tobacco mosaic viruses, simply known as TMV virus. Okay, next one is about the shape of virus. Okay, there are different shapes of viruses. It can be found in different several shapes. Some of the common shapes are the rod shape, tobacco mosaic virus having rod shape. Okay, spherical shape, the polio virus is spherical in nature. Okay, round, elliptical, tetrahedral, polygonal, and tadpole shape. Tadpole shape, simply the bacteriophage. This is the bacteriophage. This is the tadpole shape. Okay, next one, there are different types of viruses. Types of viruses on the basis of host. So simply there are three types. Number first one is the plant virus. Number second one is the animal viruses, and number third one is the bacteriophage. Those viruses which attacks on plants, and they normally contains RNA. Okay, animal viruses attacks on animals and they contains DNA, while the bacteriophage, it attacks on bacteria. Okay. Next one is the that either virus is a living entity or a non-living. Okay. So virus, as I told you, that it is acellular. It lies in the borderline of living and non-living organism. Okay. So how, why they are living? It having dual characters. We can categorize them in living or either non-living on the basis of different characters. Number first one, it contains DNA. It has deoxyribonucleic acid and RNA ribonucleic acid. So that's why they can be propagated in a specific host. ठीक है, इसके लिए एक स्पेसिफिक होस्ट चाहिए, उसमें ये बीमारियां फैलाता है और फिर उसमें ये रिप्लिकेशन करता है. ठीक है, so they can be propagated and replicated within a specific host. They are obligate parasite. Obligate parasite, as I told you, that it needs a specific host, and inside that specific host it can be replicated. Okay. While non-living characters are, they can be stored for 100 of years, 1000 of years, they can be stored and we can crystallize them. Okay, that's why they are non-living entity. Okay, but keep it in your mind that virus, they are acellular, they are non-cellular, and they are only causes diseases within a specific host. Okay. Next one is the diseases of virus. There are several diseases, well-known disorders which are caused by the viruses. Some of the common disorders are the polio. Polio is caused in children. It is caused by polio virus. Rabies, it is caused by the dogs, it having saliva in their mouth. Mumps, measles, measles is also caused in small children. In Urdu it is known as, Urdu and Pashto it is known as shari. Okay. Smallpox, cowpox, AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. It is a syndrome. It is a syndrome of different disorders. Bird flu, COVID-19, corona, also known as corona, dengue virus, hepatitis A, B and C. These are the some common disorders which are caused by the virus. Okay. Now, how virus, where they are found? They can be found everywhere, in the air, soil, water, in the universe. It can be found everywhere. Okay. It can tolerate from 0 up to 100 degrees centigrade. In any kind of conditions they can be found, in harsh weather, anywhere they can be found. Okay. And any condition they can tolerate and adjust with environmental conditions. Okay. They can be found in any pH ranges from 1 up to the 14. They can tolerate the alkaline, acidic, basic or saltish conditions. Okay. I mean to say that it can be found everywhere in the universe. Okay. Next one is the transmission of virus, that how they are transmitted. Okay. So normally different viruses, they are transmitted through different agents. Some of the common are the birds. Okay. The bird flu and COVID-19 coronavirus, they were transmitted through birds. Okay. Through bats. Insects. The dengue virus is transferred or transmitted through mosquitoes. Okay. Men, even the COVID-19, it was transmitted through human beings. Okay. Dogs, the rabies virus is transmitted through dogs. Dogs and any other cattle. Even the AIDS, it was transferred through monkeys. So different wild animals, the mammals, reptiles, amphibians and fishes, etc., all of them, the viruses can be transmitted. Okay. Next one is the control of the virus. How we can control the virus. Okay. So there are different ways you should to keep it in your mind. that prevention is better than the treatment. So first of all, we should to do the care. We should to do the proper care of ourselves. Okay, we should to prevent ourselves from the viral disorders. How we can prevent ourselves? Through vaccination. First of all, when a child is born, so we should to give them the polio virus, okay, the uh, COVID-19 viruses. Nowadays, all of you have utilized that vaccines, okay. Also, we should use the medications. There are different proper medications for different viral disorders. Okay, if any one of you having, let's suppose, hepatitis, so you should to do the proper medications for it. Okay, proper medication and consultation with a proper physician is very necessary. Okay, vaccination is very important. You should to use that vaccines for birds, for human beings, or for animals as well. Okay, and one of the important thing is that we should to isolate that individual from the other. For example, if someone have COVID-19, so we should to isolate them. Also, we should to isolate our utensils. Let's suppose our glass, our daily routine uses agents, we should to isolate them from the patients. Okay, and we should to create awareness in the local peoples through seminars, through newspaper, through social media, and by telling them through proper education, we should to guide them that how we should to control that disease, how we should to prevent ourselves. Okay, I think today lecture will be very interesting for all of you, and you all have enjoyed it. If you like it, so subscribe to my channel and share it as well. Okay, inshallah, in next lecture we will discuss the bacteria, fungi, and algae, etc. Okay, thank you so much.